Hi, Nihaila here. I'm the founder of the brand IamonDialysis, where we help you, kidney patient and your loved ones to overcome fear, sadness and loneliness in order for you to achieve your dreams and goals. Today's topic, validation. Um, we're going to go way back with me. I'm going to use myself as an example as this one because otherwise I think you might not relate to the topic validation, although if I explain it after a while you will know where I'm getting at. Ever since I was little, I had the need of to be validated by others, especially my parents. I will do things in order to get their attention and to get their compliments. Now you'll say everybody does that. Yes, everybody does that. Some get those recognitions, some get those recognition slash validation, and some don't. Or they don't feel that they are being recognized or validated or even appreciated. Now, you will say, well, how does that mean anything? Well, how does that result in actually? Well, the thing is the following. When you as kid don't get validated by your parents, you will be seeking for that validation all your life in other persons. Like what I was doing at a young age was like I was pretty innocent, if you say, compared to some other people. I was pretty innocent, but still it has some impacts on me. I will try to I would start a sport, do that for a few weeks or few months, and if things doesn't go well or it doesn't result in the way I think it should have gone, instead of getting the validation or the support or the push from my parents, I would quit. And that's something that I see also nowadays. If I don't get the validation or I don't get the appreciation or the push that I needed on that moment, and it was usually from my parents, I would quit. Because I wanted their attention. I wanted their sorry. I wanted them to say that they were proud of me, that I need to keep on going, I was doing a good job. I needed that from them. However, I was not getting it. So I was trying something, doing something, stop. Nothing illegal. All of them are very positive things like sports or a hobby or anything that just gets their attention in a positive way. So, but since I did not get them, but I saw my siblings getting them, I felt, a little bit unappreciated, not validated, not how you say it, yeah, not validated. I think that's not recognized. That's the best word I can say, not recognized. And when I got sick, their attention was still not 100% on me, at least not 100%, because I had siblings, so it never can be 100%. But they still did not had any attention for me, because ever since I started to become sick, and that was from my age of 12, I was handling most of the things myself, like going to the doctors. I was going from never going to the doctor to almost every single week to the doctor. I think the doctor even thought I was a hypochondriac, in such a way that he, every single time I went to him and said I was feeling this, I'm feeling that, I was had this symptom, that symptom, he was like, oh, it's just stress. Don't worry about it, it's just stress. So eventually you will not take yourself seriously. You will not take yourself seriously, and that need of validation starts to develop. It starts to become bigger because you're sick. You need help, whatever, but you're not getting the help that you need. You're not getting the support that you need. You're not being recognized as such. So the craving for validation becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And it manifested itself that that I would defend others in a pretty strong way when I see unjust done to another, just to get them also to validate it. Yeah, thank you, or any something that, to feel recognized, feeling good about myself, doing things that, looking back, I like doing, and I still like doing them, but I was doing them for the wrong reason. I did it to get the validation from others. I did it to get the recognition from others, the compliments from others. And that felt so, even though it felt good, but it still felt not enough. Like I needed to do more to get more of that feeling. And it resulted in me getting into a bad relationship, and in that relationship not getting the validation that I was seeking for, to resulting in even worse things. I will talk about it afterwards. But since 2019, I started to do some therapy. In my case, I did theta therapy, and it helped me to validate myself, something I did not know how to do, did not know was even able to do, and which resulted in me not yearning anymore for other people's validation. I was now looking for my own validation, that my own compliments, my own satisfaction. So my own love, my own me. I was looking for me, basically. I was looking for me, and I found me. I found myself during the whole process with therapy. I found also the way to heal myself. All those youth traumas, all the traumas that I got through when I was young, the ego, the reasons that I was searching for those validation, I handled them. Now, I'm not going to say I'm 100%. It's a work in progress, and I think till the day that I decide to go back to, you know what, what I mean. I will still always be dealing with healing and such. But I found my self-validation, my self-respect, my self-worth, all of that through this therapy. And I think it's good to talk about it in order for you to also know that you can also do something about it, especially if you have that huge yearning, a huge yearning. It's I cannot describe it, but this yearning to be validated, be appreciated, be accepted by others, and still not feeling enough, not feeling full, not feeling whole again of yet. And by having this self-validation, it's a very big step towards feeling whole again. And that is something I hope you realize and recognize in order for you to do so for yourself. Now, when you come to theta and you have the topic of self-validation, it links to a whole lot of sets of belief. And I'm going to read a few that I've wrote down for myself, and maybe it can give you some idea of what to look at when you're talking about self-validation. Let me put on my glasses on. I don't put my glasses on because you will see the ring and I really don't like it, but I cannot read without my glasses. And can I say, I'm cute with and without glasses. That's the self-validation that I'm talking about. Ouch! Sorry, my dog came between and she came on my leg. Very hurtful. Anyway, validation. When you have issues with self-validation, You will have the feeling of not being good enough, even though what you are, that you are doing something wrong, even though you're not doing something wrong. Staying too long in a toxic relationship, that one is a big one. Staying too long in a toxic relationship just for the validation, especially when you did everything that you could to make it work. You did everything to please the other, to help the other to go forward, to support them and do whatever it's needed, but yet to find that they are backstabbers. They just put a huge knife in your back, even though you were the one that put them on the right track to make their life better. Even though you did everything in your possibility, they still did what they had to do. They did what they had to do because that's in their nature. Now, something that helped me a long time ago, and it's still helping me, is a quote that I heard in 2009, and it was in a Medea play. And the quote was that it's not just a quote, because quotes usually one sentence or so, but it was the way that Medea was looking at life and relationship. And those quotes, I will come back to it another time. Those quotes helped me a lot, really, really a lot. And the thing is that when you start to validate yourself, seeing your self-worth and such, you will stop allowing yourself to get into those situations. But the more we're going to talk about it, the more times I'm going to vlog about it. We're going to go more deep in them. And we will see how it works. It might help you or it might help another person. It will help in me very much because this is going to work a little bit more therapeutic. Wow, what a difficult word. For me, because the more I talk about it, the more I get it out of my heart, and the more I heal. So the more I heal, the better I can help you. So we're going to talk more and more about these topics. That being said, there are things you can do to increase your self-validation, your self-worth, to say actually. And one of them is putting boundaries. Putting boundaries means the things, I think I'm thinking how to word this, because boundaries, everybody's talking about putting some boundaries and such. And boundaries comes back to self-love, self-respect, and self-worth. But basically, boundaries are telling a person no when you are feeling uncomfortable with what he or she is doing, and sticking to that no. Or saying yes to something that is beneficial to you, even though others may say no to you. Boundaries, to have boundaries, I've learned that it will also give you some mental peace. To say, this is the line, don't cross it. To let others know what your boundaries are and to live by those boundaries. What I've learned is by having those boundaries, you will get also the respect from others. By doing what they want all the time without saying no, or just being a pushover or a yes, saying yes to everybody, helping everybody, and not being without even thinking about yourself, will not get the respect that you will like to have, will not even get the validation that you would like to have. Because you're giving yourself away, you're giving your time away, you're giving your energy away, you're giving your love away, materials away from yourself, and you will not get them back, because people think that you just eat you for free. You for free. And what people get for free, they usually mistreat. Unfortunately, a lot of people are like that. What you get for free, you can take an example. If you have a toy, just give me just an example. You got a free toy, a small free toy, and you have another toy, almost similar. Maybe another color, but pretty much similar. But you have to pay for that. You will treat the one that you paid for with more cautious than the one that you got for free, because it was for free. So that is also the thing with boundaries. Don't give them everything for free. Just say no once in a while. And when I don't say don't give everything, I mean then your time especially. Just say no. If you don't feel like it, just say no. In the beginning, it's difficult and you might feel guilty about it. I know I did. But eventually, the more you do it, the better you're going to feel. Seriously. Now, if you have issues with putting boundaries down, or with that feeling of feeling guilty that you had to put boundaries, contact me. I will help you. Another one for your self-validation is give yourself compliments. Oh, you look good today. Look in yourself in the mirror and say, oh, I look good today. Just say that. Maybe in the beginning you will have some issues with it, like you feel uncomfortable saying it because you might not feel it yet. But tell yourself every single day that you look good today. You look awesome today. You look amazing today. Tell yourself that while looking in your eyes, while looking in the mirror. So you're looking in the mirror, but you're not looking, you see your whole self, and you look into your eyes and say, you look amazing today, and mean it. Now, in the beginning, it's very hard to say that to yourself, but you will get used to it. Eventually, you have to make sure also to believe it, because then it also starts to work. Because you can say it and think that you mean it, but in the meantime, you may have some programs thinking that you are not. If you need help with those, contact me. I can help. Now, there are a few more things you can do to help with your self-validation. There are also like choosing a hobby that you like and just execute it. Just do it. And the result presented. And when there are people who are negative about it, ignore them and go to talk more to people who are positive about it. That also helps you with your self-validation. Surround yourself with positive people. Not fake positive, the real positive, genuine positive. You will feel it when somebody's genuine positive about your stuff and about you. And that will give you also more of a positive feeling, and also a better understanding by the validation of yourself and your self-worth. So basically, for a better self-validation, boundaries, talk positive to yourself, and surround yourself with positive people. There are more ways, of course, but those are three that I keep at. And based on my own experience, I can say it really, really helps to have people like that around you, and to talk to yourself positively, and to have boundaries. Now, that's it for today. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and see you next time. By the way, if you need any help, I leave my contact information at the end of this video, or at below in the description, so you can contact me, so we can see how we can help you become a better version of yourself, and also to achieve your dreams and goals. See you next time. Bye.